What up, Duke? It's never too late to be out in the garage, man. Look, yeah, who's the one that's saying it's kind of late, but they're out here on the YouTubes watching TV? I'm out in the garage working. What you doing? Starting my roof tomorrow, so I need to. It's gonna be hard to get over here tomorrow. It's snowing. Hey, it's supposed to snow here later this week. Hard to sell rims when they're dirty. No, I don't. Welcome back. Remind me, what did we talk about? And I might remember. Yeah, these things kind of hit. Man. Oh, yeah. No, I do remember you now. See? I do remember that. That was, I want to say, about a week or two ago. How's that go kart coming? Well, this one's a little worse than the others. I just had a go-kart not too long ago. I don't care how old you are, go-karts are fun. I just feel bad for your pops because those go-karts turn into this stuff quickly. Go-karts will make a person go broke later on in life. Yeah, he makes money, but what about you? You're the one that's going to go broke. Start buying cars. Go karts have a nasty way of turning into a car habit. Ask anyone watching this, and they'll agree with me. Yeah, that's about the worst of the rims right there. Go karts and mini bikes, the fastest way to a V8 addiction. Ugh. That up here where I can see it a little bit. Might help if I turn the screen up too. See? Doug's telling you right there. Bicycles turn into mini bikes and go karts, and dirt bikes. And then they fast and quickly become Ford Galaxies. Well, we can't speak for the Ford part being a smart choice, but we'll let Duke slide. He's got Chevys now. He's learning his ways. We're allowed to make mistakes in life. You start buying two Fords, well, then we need an intervention. We got problems. It's 12. It's 11:30 here. Cleveland, Ohio. Outskirts of Cleveland. Actually, kind of nice. I mean, it's still like 65 degrees out. Kind of enjoying the weather, but it's supposed to get down to like 19 this week. Like 2 days. It's supposed to be snowing again. It's a couple of minutes ago that wheel was dirty as sin. A little bit of Neverdol. I wouldn't recommend that for a really nice set of rims. Or a billet set, but for some cheapy chromies that I'm trying to get ready to sell, good enough. I do need to find this other center cap though. I will admit that. I did lose it. I don't know where it's at. Billings. I always wanted, I love Montana actually. Never been to Billings, but plenty of time in Montana. Grab this bone and throw it down here where I can see it. Oh, man. Last time I cleaned these was about a year ago when I bought them as rollers for the car. You guys believe my channel's only a year old? She's a little baby channel. I've done a lot with it though. I feel we're growing pretty good. Especially in the last couple of weeks. Really started making some moves in the last couple of weeks. Call it luck of the Duke. As soon as he showed up, my channel started going again. Oh, Nelson in here? Hey, what's up, Price? I can't switch it on there. I didn't realize Nelson wasn't a moderator. I feel kind of upset about that. These were the rims that were on Pandora, but seeing how there's something else coming in the future, I'm going to put these up for sale. Pandora is getting new shoes here. So these aren't going to be needed. And I really did just, I kind of bought these so I can, because they had more backspace than I needed. So it allowed me to play with spacers to figure my offset off, or my backspace out, my offsets. That's really kind of why I bought them. I personally, I don't like them, but they serve their purpose. I figure might as well clean them up, put them up on the old marketplaces. Let somebody else enjoy them for a while. Slap them out there real cheap. Heck, the tires are still got rubber stubbies on them. They're 20-inch rims. Tires are worth, gotta be worth $150 a piece. What are they? Fullway? Never heard of them. DOT 33. What's the date code on them? 25535 ZR20s. Should be a date code on here somewhere. Yeah, we forgive Nathan for liking the Fords. I try not to mention that. I know he has a hard enough time. We don't like to remind him of his shortcomings. To find the date code on these. They are directional. DOT 33A49 or A9. I don't know. Oh man. Oh man. Did get my trim done today. That actually turned out pretty nice. I'll show it to you here in a minute. Well, the first stage of the trim, how's that? I still got to do some custom work to it because we can't put stock stuff on a custom car. Everything's got to be modified at one point or another in one way, shape, or form. You know, I always like to smell a Neverdoll. I don't know about you. I think those cleaned up pretty nice. Now I just got to research what kind of rims they are. Wanted to say I did a research them one time and they were quite expensive when they were new. All right, Kason, take it easy. Oh, what's Nathan saying? You know, them big Fords really, guys, I'll be honest with you. Marcus, I'll be honest with you. I don't care what people drive. It's just the Ford guys that come into my channel, I kind of like to pick on them. Heck, we just sold a Mustang. Had that car for 30 years, never had a problem with it. Huh. Now I got to set these up so I can take a picture of them. Maybe I should try to clean the back side of them. Will that clean up? Well, they look better. Well, I'll be. Just clean them right up. These are actually better shape than I thought they were. The back of these were permanently discolored. Apparently not. I will say the nice thing about these is they've never been road rashed or curb checked, and they're straight. I mean, honestly, if someone's just looking for a nice set of wheels for a daily driver, these won't be that bad. They're not a bad looking rim. You know what I mean? I could probably do without the spinners. Yeah, but they ain't horrible. What up, 6'2"? Big Bad Bick. Checking in from the land down under. Well, somebody's going to have to fix that. Hide that credit card number. Hi. See, I'm going to have to take a picture. Stay. Don't move. Sit. Oh, back here. Listen about as well as my dog. Legs bothering me tonight. Too many days out in the garage, not enough rest. Big Bick needs a set of rims for his car. They shouldn't cost that much to ship overseas. Yeah, a little discoloration right there. You know you done something right when Nelson and Bick are in the same chat. This rim's still got a sticker on the back of it. So anybody watching in the Cleveland area, you want a nice set of rims, keep an eye on Facebook. I'm going to post them later on tonight. I think I'll put them up for 500 bucks. $125 a wheel. Seems like a good round number. Pants are sliding down. Need a belt. Nelson, OG truck driver. Nelson out driving trucks when they still had 13-speed Road Rangers with the twin sticks. Currently waiting on a new transmission in Waco area. My brother, 23 years. Them new ones, they take the driver out of the situation. Personally, you used to have a, that used to be a skill to drive some of them trucks, and anymore, some of them are so computerized and foolproof. If young, it doesn't take the skill that it used to take. Not knocking a truck driver. I mean, their job is hard. People think, oh, you drive for a living, that ain't that bad. Try driving that many hours. It's a tough job. And you got all that responsibility, knowing that one wrong move could end your life and the person you hit. It's a lot of stress. All right, let's see. Let's catch up here a little bit. Oh, what's up, Vic? These are 20s. Two. What did I say they were? Two 55, 35, 20. Yeah, it does sounds like Nelson's one of them. Just point and steer, point and steer. Hey, so here's a story for you. We had an Amish family out here get hit recently out on the main state route. The driver, not going to say where he was from, but let's just say he had trouble speaking English and knowing the rules. So, anyway, he hit the buggy from the back. Unfortunately, the wife died. The husband, severe injuries, but he survived. The driver could not understand why there was a buggy out on the road and thought he had the right of way. He said they don't need to be on the road. There's no right for them to be on the road. He was not in the wrong. That's, and then, you got the whole issues with the CDL mills and stuff like that. You know, it's an issue, guys. People have problems with DOT cracking down, enforcing the the laws for knowing, the American English language, being able to read the signs and comprehend the signs. Being able to read them and comprehend them are two different things. So I say go for it. If you're going to drive on our roads, you should know how to read our language and how to understand what that sign is telling you. If you can't read our language, how are you supposed to know the laws of the road? A book that thick. CDL book's even bigger. Well, I know they are. So I will agree with that. So I know you can get a truck driving license in an automatic, and you're supposed to stay in the automatic because you have not been trained to drive on a stick. If you can't drive manual, you should not be in a truck. Um, and I feel the same way about cars. And you should be capable of driving a stick shift or an automatic. You should be able to operate anything and everything out there. It's not that hard to learn stick. A lot of people are afraid of it for whatever reason it is. Can't count to three. I don't know what it is. They see three. Hey guys, I got one leg and I can drive a stick shift and operate three pedals. So what's that tell you? It's not that difficult. But you shouldn't get a license, and you really shouldn't have a CDL if you can't operate all forms of the truck. Vic, take it easy. All right, guys. Well, it's midnight. I'm going home. It's late. Y'all, have a nice night. Vic, give me a call here in a few minutes. Oh, actually, hold on. Trim turned out nice, didn't it? All right, guys, take it easy.